Hello there, and welcome to Really Cool Excel. Today we are going to look at a very handy feature called conditional formatting. It's a slightly unusual term, so what does it mean? Well, put simply, conditional formatting means that Excel will automatically format a cell based on the data in that cell. Here's an example. Let's imagine we've invited a number of people to a conference, and in column B we have responses which say either yes they will attend or no they won't. In plain format it's not particularly easy to see the yes replies. We have to work quite hard. Well, I'm not really a fan of working hard when I don't have to. I'd rather Excel did the work for me using conditional formatting. First, select the cells to be formatted. In this case, that's all the yes and no cells. Now, click the Conditional Formatting button. You'll find it on the Home tab in the Styles group. I should just point out that your Home tab won't look the same as my one here. That's just because I've moved things around so you can see them more clearly on the video. Hover your mouse on Highlight Cell Rules, then go across, down and click Equal to. We're going to format cells that are equal to yes, so type yes in here. It's not case sensitive, by the way. To illustrate this example, that's all we need to do just now. But before you click OK, just read what the dialog box is saying. Format cells that are equal to yes with light red fill and dark red text. Makes sense, yeah? Now click OK. You can see the formatting's been applied, but click away from the selection to see it more clearly. Now the yes replies are much easier to see. The conditional formatting makes them jump out at you. As in earlier lessons, let's test it to prove it works. Alison's changed her mind, typical, so change her no to a yes. Conditional formatting was given a serious makeover when Excel 2007 was released. In every version up to 2003, there were only about 3 or 4 different options available. Now there are dozens. Anyway, here's another one. These are revenue figures from a list of customers. We're interested to see which ones are spending more than 40,000. Select the cells, Conditional Formatting, Highlight Cell Rules. Greater than, type 40,000 in here. We'll choose a different formatting option this time. Click this drop down and choose Custom Format. There are options on here to change the text format, but that won't stand out so well, which is the point after all. Instead, click the Fill tab and let's have bright green. To finish off, click OK and OK again. And there we go. All the revenue figures above 40,000 are bright green and all the others are not. We'll test it again. Change this to something lower, say 20,000, and it's not green anymore. And undo to put it back. Just a quick point about that. When I change a figure to test something, I don't ever change it back by typing. I always use undo. It's quicker and easier, and I won't type in the wrong figure by accident. So it's much more effective. Now, what if we want to show the other figures in red? We have to apply another layer of conditional formatting, and so we could just do the same thing again. But there is another way. Select all the cells again, Conditional Formatting, but this time click Manage Rules. This dialog box shows the rule we already have in place. Click New Rule. There are lots of options here, but we want Format only cells that contain, so click this option. Now we can specify exactly what we want. To format only cells with a cell value that is less than. Now we need to think carefully here. Our last rule was for greater than 40,000, so this one has to be less than 40,001. Now click the Format button, which takes us back to the Fill tab we were in a minute ago. Choose Red this time, and OK. Read the rule, and now you can read it in plain English hopefully. Click OK and OK again to make the formatting happen. Finally, deselect to see the effect more clearly. Test it. 45,000 in here. Changes to green. And undo to put it back. Now let's make some adjustments. We set the conditional formatting to highlight in green any revenue figures that are over 40,000. Thinking about it now, if 40,000 was the threshold, then maybe figures greater than or equal to 40,000 should be green. Type 40,000 in here and it's still red, which doesn't make complete sense. Without selecting any cells this time, click Conditional Formatting again and Manage Rules. We need to show the formatting rules for this worksheet. Then select the green rule so we can edit it. Change greater than to greater than or equal to 40,000 and OK. Then edit the red rule to less than 40,000. Click OK. Now we can see our new rules here and click OK to implement them. 40,000 is now green. Test it. 39,999 and it goes red. Perfect. And undo. One final example before we finish. It might be interesting to see the customers that spend more than the average of the group. To help us with this, we'll use some techniques from earlier lessons. If you've come straight to this lesson, you can find information on these techniques from the website. I'll copy this data into a different part of the worksheet. Select it, hover the mouse over the bottom border, and the mouse pointer changes to an arrow with a star. If I drag now, it will just move the data. So I'll hold the Control key down first. Now there's a little cross which means it's ready to copy data. Drag the selection over here and lift off the mouse first. While the data is still selected, we'll clear the rules from the selected cells. Then we'll get Excel to calculate the average figure in here. Insert function, average is listed because I used it recently, OK. Select the cells, OK again, done. Finally, same route as before, greater than, and instead of typing in a figure, click the cell with the average in it, G13, and OK. I'll test it again, which will change quite a few things. I'll increase this figure to 50,000, which will increase the average by a fair amount. In turn, some figures that were above average are now below average. I'll use undo so you can see what they were before, and redo using Ctrl and Y to see what they are now. So that's an introduction to conditional formatting. Its job is to highlight data that meets certain conditions, typically above or below a threshold. If you need to analyze data visually, it's an extremely useful function. Hopefully even these few simple examples will have given you an idea of what it's capable of. There's a lot more we can do with conditional formatting, but that's covered in other lessons further down the line. I'll leave you to go off and experiment, and if you'd like more practice, download the associated file from the website. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you again next time.